Welcome to Investors Insights and our educational blog for this week. I'm excited to introduce a team member who's been with us now for a while, but he and I finally got on the calendar an opportunity to chat, and we're going to discuss markets, and we're also going to discuss his insight in relation to Five Plan Partners in the industry. Ladies, gentlemen, clients, I am proud to introduce you to Ty Miller. Ty, good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Greg. Glad to be here.
Oh, it's great to have you here. Everyone has thoroughly enjoyed last year when you joined the Five Plan Partners team, went on our portfolio strategies committee, working with myself and Trey Booth, Bobby Norman, and Adam Van Zant. You have made some great research contributions. That's a compliment, which is being recorded, I might add. And so I just wanted to kind of brainstorm with you, introduce you to our folks. So when they call in, they got a name and a face. And in terms of markets, portfolios, right now we got some historic things going on. You want to chat just a little bit about that?
Yeah. So, we've seen some increased volatility this year. Last year, we basically had none, which was, strange. This year, we're picking it up a little bit, but, that's common for midterm election years. And then, of course, the elephant in the room is the Russia situation.
Right.
And, luckily, we found some good data that geopolitical events, don't really affect our markets too much, especially if they don't really deal with us. I don't think it'll have a huge impact other than maybe some oil prices.
Yeah, and you brought up some good points on the blogs that we've been doing on portfolio strategies on Mondays, talking about the Fed and inflation. What's the market looking at right now in terms of the Fed increasing interest rates? How many times are they guesstimating the Fed might do that?
Yeah, it seems to change every week. But beginning of the year, we were looking at 3. As recently as a month ago, looking at 5. Now they're thinking, maybe 6, 7, maybe even 8 is thrown out there.
Sure.
And
that's added to the volatility, of course.
Yeah, and we have the high inflation numbers that everybody sees, but it's hard to gauge whether the Fed raising rates is going to stop that, or if it's supply chain issues that need to work themselves out naturally. So
yeah,
interesting time.
Yeah, and you also did a great job in one of the vlogs talking about midterm election years. Talk about that for just a minute.
Yeah, so we saw a rough January, which is very typical for midterm election years. The market does not like uncertainty, as we all know, but we've rallied back a little bit here aside from last week, and that's been pretty typical. We kind of see maybe like a little bit of a lull, and then once we get past the midterm election, doesn't really matter who wins or loses according to the market.
Right.
It's just that it's over. And
sure.
We really rallied at the end of the year usually.
Yeah. Well, folks, let me say this. You're already getting insight as to why we were thrilled Ty Miller joined our firm. He's like myself. He's, as I like to say, a bookaholic, a researchaholic, a podcastaholic, constantly getting into the data and research and throwing out great insight with all the trends that are out there. And so, Ty, I always appreciate your comments. And also, we are getting ready to celebrate on February 18th, our 17th year anniversary here at Five Plan Partners, which I'm very excited about. 40 years in the business for me and 17 years at Five Plan Partners. And I just wanted to ask you, as a team member who's come from another firm, that from the standpoint new to our organization, give our folks just some insight of things you see that we do here at Five Plan Partners that were either a surprise to you or from the standpoint insightful on the way we should manage money or provide services.
Yeah, absolutely. So I came from a little bit of a smaller firm where I wore a lot of hats, and coming over here, we break it down into teams, and there's a lot of discussion, there's a lot of interaction, there's a lot of good minds thinking together, and I love that aspect of it. And of course, the democratized family office is something that's unique here. I've never dealt with before. All the services we offer. Insurance, financial planning, portfolios, business consulting, I think is, something that not many firms are going to offer. Very process driven here. we have our set of standards that we work through, and even when we go through our meetings, we have our processes that we go through, and all that's really unique. And I've loved my time here.
Well, that's great to hear, and I also appreciate you had a double major of finance and economics in college, and I love when we get into debates. Talk a little bit about when you first got on the Portfolio Strategies Committee, and we said, "No, come on, Ty, law of the jungle, survival of the fittest." You were being very polite, and we're like, "No, just dive in there and give out your ideas." Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, being the new guy, you kind of just work your way in, I suppose. You don't want to step on anybody's toes. You want to make sure you learn. And then you guys definitely encouraged me to voice my opinion. And, when we analyzed our portfolios, we saw that, and I was able to give some opinions that, we took to heart, and that meant a lot considering I was the new person. And, we even went with, some of my ideas. So that was awesome.
Yeah, we like new ideas here at Five Plan Partners, and that's what the FI stands for. One of many things: financial insight, financial innovation, thinking outside the box, as I like to say, of that FI. And so you definitely have brought some really great value and ideas to the table, Ty. One final note: you work extremely hard, but I also know you have a hobby you thoroughly enjoy. I think kind of back there on the wall behind you, kind of. Shares some of that, but if Ty Miller is not focused on markets, portfolios, where might one find Ty Miller?
You can find me on the golf course. Now, I do know I have this guitar picture back here. I don't play any instruments, but the golf picture is true. I do love to play some golf. Trying to get better, but I love being out there, enjoying the weather, and playing some golf. It's a good competition. And
it's a great hobby to have. So, folks, we thank you for the belief, trust, confidence you've placed in us at Five Plan Partners. And we're also thrilled to continue to grow, add additional services and advice by hiring and bringing into our team quality people like Ty Miller. You have the opportunity to call in, talk to Ty, email him. He's working with me and the rest of the Portfolio Strategies team to see to it that we're coordinating your financial blueprint in relation to your portfolio strategies. We hope you have a great rest of the week into the weekend, and we will be keeping you updated. Ty, again, I thoroughly enjoyed this interview and appreciate all that you're doing here at Five Plan Partners.